I, Harry, take you, Meghan, to be my wife.
I, Meghan, take you, Harry, to be my husband.
It was the royal fairy tale of recent times. A commoner who smote the heart of a prince, and a wedding that followed. But what did not follow were the lines. They lived happily ever after, with never a hiccup or a bump along the way. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex decided on 8th of January to stir things up for the stilted British monarchy. The happy couple released a statement, and keeping with their youthful avant profile, they also chose the social media site Instagram to launch their bombshell. The royal couple announced their very own exit from British royalty, immediately giving birth to a brand new word in the English language, Megxit. The announcement came as a surprise not just for the three lions crest, the rose and the St. George's Cross symbol of England, but also for the House of Windsor. British media were prompt with their investigations and came up with the information that neither the Queen, Prince Charles, nor any other senior royal member were consulted by the mutinous duo bent on rocking the royal boat. No wonder it got the goat of those within the monarchy, known never to back down from some good old-fashioned controversy. The acknowledged and acclaimed tabloid press of Great Britain has been running riot with reports of a suspected rift between the princely brothers Harry and William, and betwixt the two sisters-in-law. Now it is being said that the Windsors are in a huddle, figuring out ways to come out smelling of roses after this very royal exit of a surprise.
For some time now, both Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been talking about the difficulties of royal life and constant media attention. But when they announce formally their decision to step back from their role as senior royals, it shocked Britain and the Buckingham Palace. Up next, what happened when the royals met at Queen Sardigham Palace to discuss the future of the Sussex.
Britain's Prince Harry, the grandson of Queen Elizabeth, and his American wife Meghan Markle planned to step back from their roles as senior members of Britain's royal family and work to become financially independent. We now plan to balance our time between the United Kingdom and North America, continuing to honour our duty to the Queen, the Commonwealth and our patronages. He and Meghan said in a statement on the social media platform Instagram. Harry and Meghan married in May 2018 in a lavish ceremony at Windsor Castle, west of London, and in May 2019, the couple, known formally as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, had their first child, Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor. Harry is currently sixth in the line to the throne, and media speculation had been rife that he and Meghan planned to step back from public life ever since their return this month from a 6-week holiday in Canada. The couple said, "Splitting their time between Britain and North America will enable us to raise our son with an appreciation for the royal tradition into which he was born, while also providing our family with the space to focus on the next chapter." This would include the launch of a new charity, Harry and Meghan said, adding that they planned to work to become financially independent. This has reportedly created quite a furore in royal circles, as the couple did not consult the Queen before issuing this statement. Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle's shock announcement tipped the Windsor family into crisis. Queen Elizabeth II, the monarch of the British royal family, stepped in. Seeking to diffuse a spiralling crisis in the British royal family, the Queen called an extraordinary family meeting and issued a statement saying that she and her family are entirely supportive of Prince Harry and his wife Meghan's desire to make a transition to being part-time royals, splitting their time between Britain and Canada and supporting themselves. This came after Queen Elizabeth called an emergency meeting at her rural Sandringham estate attended by Prince Charles, William and Harry. She said there would be a transition period during which the couple would spend time in Britain and Canada, adding there was more work to be done on finalizing future arrangements for the couple. But this decision already has some interesting ramifications, as Prince Harry and Meghan wax up at Madame Tussauds, London, in response to the couple's announcement that they will be stepping back from royal duties. The royal couple's figures are being relocated to a new position away from the royal set to mirror their progressive new role within the royal institution. Meanwhile, Meghan Markle has flown to Canada while Harry is in England to continue his discussion with the palace about the big move.
Queen Elizabeth has 4 children: Charles, Anne, Andrew and Edward. The Prince of Wales is the Queen's eldest son and first in line to the throne. In 1981, he married Diana Spencer, who became the Princess of Wales. The couple had 2 sons, William and Harry. Diana was killed in a car crash in 1997, and Prince Charles married Camilla Parker Bowles in 2005. Being the eldest son of Prince Charles, William is second in line to the British throne. He married Kate Middleton in 2011 and have 3 children. Prince George, the eldest son of William and Kate, is third in line to the throne after his father and grandfather. He is followed by his sister Charlotte and brother Louis. William's younger brother, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, is only 6th in line to the British throne. He is married to Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex. They have a son, Archie Harrison.
When the Duke and Duchess of Sussex could have lived a comfortable life in perpetuity, they have chosen a different path. They have chosen to be financially independent, away from the media gaze. While the Queen has declared her support for the couple, speculations are rife over how they will sustain themselves.
The 93-year-old British monarch held a royal huddle to deal with an unprecedented crisis in the family. She issued a royal communication welcoming the big move by her grandson Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle. But there are questions unanswered on what will be the future arrangement for newly exited Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Will they retain their royal titles? How will the couple divide their time between the UK and North America? Or what will be the progressive role they seek to perform in the future? And a key issue that the royal family will have to decide upon: how the couple will be funded and who will bear their security costs. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have decided to chart their own path. According to their brand new website, the couple have stepped back as senior members of the royal family. They want to be financially independent, which the current structure does not allow. They renounce the sovereign grant, which covers the royal family's work and includes work and office expenses. But they want to continue carrying out their duties towards the Queen. Prince Harry and Meghan have said gaining financial autonomy is a key goal, but declined to say whether this extends to the cost of security, stating that their security detail is mandated by the British Home Office.
It depends on the assets they would need. Assets meaning manpower, how much protection around the clock, and also vehicles and some other assets I can't discuss. But it goes into the millions when you're talking about a couple as high profile as them. They are targets. They're targets for the good people who just want to get close to them, and they're targets for the bad people who want to do some real harm to them.
Within days of their announcement, Meghan Markle has reportedly agreed to provide voiceover for Walt Disney Corporation in exchange for a donation to a charity that protects elephants. Coming to their royal duties to the crown, a Commonwealth role could be a compromise, releasing them from the day-to-day grind of the royal diary, yet allowing them to live overseas and perform on a global stage. Harry is already president of the Queen's Commonwealth Trust and Meghan is vice president. Canada, which appears to be their chosen destination, is a Commonwealth realm, with the Queen as head of state.
Even before they got engaged, the couple generated massive media frenzy, and now speculation is rife over the circumstances that led to their decision, from the differences between the brothers to the scathing attack by the British media on Meghan and her relationship with the royals. Everything is under scrutiny.
When the Duke and Duchess of Sussex announced their decision to step back from the monarchy, they made another statement on their website, one which might provide a clue to what influenced this royal exit. In the statement, Prince Harry and Meghan questioned the credibility of the established Royal Rota, a collection of royal press correspondents from established media outlets who get special access to the royal family. They expressed their desire to work instead with young, up-and-coming journalists in future. On multiple occasions, the couple has spoken out against the level of media scrutiny they have faced. When the couple announced their engagement, it didn't really come as a surprise. Despite their attempts to keep the romance as private as possible, the lovebirds were spotted together on a number of occasions, setting the rumour mills abuzz. On 8th of November 2016, in an unprecedented move, the Royal Kensington Palace released a public statement in which Markle was referred to as Harry's girlfriend for the first time. And the statement went on to condemn the wave of abuse and harassment Markle had been subjected to.
Because there's a misconception that because I have worked in the entertainment industry that this would be something I would be familiar with. But even though I'd been on my show for, I guess, 6 years at that point, and working before that, I've never been part of tabloid culture. I've never been in pop culture to that degree, and lived relatively quiet life, even though I focused so much on my job. And so that was a really stark difference out of the gate. But and I think we were just hit so hard at the beginning with a lot of mistruths that I made the choice to not read anything, positive or negative. It just didn't make sense, and instead we focused all of our energies just on nurturing our relationship.
On us.
On us.
In marrying the love of his life, Meghan Markle, Prince Harry didn't follow a traditional path. Meghan isn't from the royal family, but nor is she a commoner. The 38-year-old was an actor, an American, and a divorcee. She had worked as the global ambassador for World Vision Canada and as UN Women's Advocate for political participation and leadership. Before taking on royal duties, Meghan was a campaigner for gender equality.
2 boys from my class said, "Yeah, that's where women belong, in the kitchen." I remember feeling shocked and angry, and also just feeling so hurt. It just wasn't right, and something needed to be done.
Meghan was born in Los Angeles to a therapist and social worker Doria Radlin and cinematographer Thomas W. Markle. Her parents split when she was 2. She attended a private primary school before studying at a girls' Roman Catholic college and later graduating from Northwestern University School of Communication in 2003. Apart from a few television series, Meghan has also acted in several Hollywood movies. But she is most famous for her role as Rachel Zane in US legal drama Suits. Markle has been in Suits since the show began in 2011. She was previously married to American film producer Trevor Engelson for nearly 2 years. They divorced in 2013. The two have been chased by the paparazzi, condemned on tabloid headlines, received reports with racial overtones, and picked on by the British media. In October last year, Meghan began legal proceedings against the British newspaper Mail after they published a handwritten letter she had sent to her estranged father. Back then, Prince Harry lashed out at the media for bullying his wife. Something similar, he pointed out, to how the media treated his mother, Princess Diana.
We will slip into a short break now, and coming up after the break, all about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's fairy tale wedding. After a courtship of over 15 months, which had the rumour mills buzzing, the couple announced their engagement on the 27th of November 2017. This was followed by a fairy tale 2018 spring wedding.
A fairy tale wedding come true. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle exchanged rings and tied the knot on May 19, 2018 in a grand ceremony at St. George Chapel at Windsor Castle. The place of worship where Harry was baptized in 1984. Just as Kate Middleton and Prince William's wedding, Harry and Meghan's wedding was also televised, with fans across the world watching them tie the knot. Around 100,000 people gathered around the Windsor Castle while the wedding reached 1.5 billion across the globe. The bride Meghan Markle left the Cliveden House Hotel with her mother Doria Ragland in a vintage Rolls-Royce limousine. Prince Harry, meanwhile, looked nervous as he arrived at the chapel along with his best man, the Duke of Cambridge, Prince William. Both brothers were wearing the official British Army uniform to honour the 10 years they served in the forces. Meghan Markle walked down the aisle with Harry's father, Prince Charles. She started out solo before meeting Charles halfway to the altar. The two were all smiles as they walked down the aisle together. An array of little flower girls and page boys, including Prince George and Princess Charlotte, followed her. The bride entering the church by herself was a first for any royal wedding. This was also the first wedding where the general public was invited by the couple. And breaking from tradition, Harry and Meghan decided that all gifts would be donated to charity. The Suits actress was poised and looked excited. This was an emotional moment for the groom. Meghan looked resplendent and elegant in a boat-neck gown by British designer Claire Keller from Givenchy, along with an elaborate veil and Queen Mary's diamond tiara.
I, Harry, take you, Meghan,
I, Harry, take you, Meghan,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse.
There is great power in love and confidence as well. The groom may have been jittery and nervous in the beginning, but Meghan's entrance calmed him down. Harry and Meghan looked relaxed and comfortable, totally at ease in each other's company. Throughout the ceremony and even during the exchange of rings, Meghan held Harry's hands, a warmth that was present even during their engagement ceremony. In her vows, Markle did not promise to obey her husband, while the prince broke royal tradition by choosing to wear a wedding ring.
I, Meghan, take you, Harry,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death us do part.
till death us do part.
During the ceremony, a rendition of American R&B classic Stand By Me was performed by Karen Gibson and the Kingdom Choir at the St. George Chapel.
All the mountains should crumble to the sea.
Harry and his wife kissed on top of the stairs of the St. George Chapel, followed by their first carriage ride as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. This was an unforgettable moment. The wedding was followed by 2 receptions and a night of royal revelry, which ends the perfect royal fairy tale for Meghan Markle and her husband, Prince Harry.
With their announcement to step away from the monarchy, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have flown in the face of tradition. At this time, it is impossible not to draw comparison to another royal who stepped away from the crown to follow his heart.
Nearly a century ago, Windsor Castle was rocked by the king's sudden declaration of his love. It brought chaos. King Edward VIII abdicated his monarchy of 11 months for the love of his life.
I discharged my last duty as King and Emperor. And now that I have been succeeded by my brother, the Duke of York, my first words must be to declare my allegiance to him.
She was an American divorcee who was at the time of abdication fighting another divorce from her second husband. King Edward VIII, as the head of the church in England, couldn't marry her, as at that point the church did not allow marriage of any divorcee where the previous spouse was still alive. King Edward became Duke of Windsor and married Wallis Simpson, and they lived a full life together on the other shore of the Atlantic in the US.
That's all we have for you on this show. For more news and updates, keep watching India Today.